Hey everybody, Ryan M. Shade, your therapist here, coming to you today from my kitchen because it's Wednesday night and I realize I haven't posted a video yet. So what I want to talk about today is expectations and the way that our expectations end up shaping our entire world. So if you watched my last video, you know I was in Catalina last week with 160, I think, 12-year-olds, 60 from my son's school, including my son. And I talked a little bit about acceptance and happiness and the idea that people could be happy in Catalina, people could be miserable in Catalina with all the kids, but it was really up to whoever was experiencing it to decide. So the other thing that I want to talk about that is about expectations. So I had a really interesting experience. So I was in a cabin with 7 boys, 11 and 12-year-olds, and they started actually talking a little bit of smack about somebody who was in their class last year. And so I stopped them and I said, hey guys, you know, you have some options here. Have you ever heard the quote that great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, and small minds discuss people? So you guys right now are discussing people. You can keep doing that, or you can actually start to discuss some ideas and have great minds. And so, does anybody have an idea? We got about 10 minutes until lights out. And one of the kids said to me, I think they should ban fossil fuels. It would be better for the environment, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I said, oh, okay, so if you think that, then how is everybody going to get around, you know, or reliant on their car? And then, and then somebody else said, well, I think solar. And then all of a sudden, I had these 7, 11, and 12-year-old boys in this big discussion they were having with each other, I was just moderating it, about solar and fossil fuels and how that works and you know, how things happen. And they ended up from this, let me talk badly about somebody who was in my class last year, to let me have some ideas for how to make the world better. I had an expectation the boys didn't have to stay in that place. They could do better. And when I just, you know, asserted that expectation a little bit, they did. So, there's a really nice reminder for me that the expectations that I put on people, on the world, on myself, not in a bad shaming way, because I didn't shame them for what they were doing. I just suggested that they could do something different. So the question is, what are your expectations of the people in your life, and do they live up to them? And if you have different expectations, could they live up to something else? What are your expectations of the world? What are your expectations of things that happen? And you know, the way I want to end this video is this question for you. Because some people will say to me, I'm just being realistic. And my question is this: if you see it as shit, and I see it as manure, fertilizer, to grow something better, which one of us is realistic? I would make the case that both of us are. We just have different perspectives. I think mine actually works a whole lot better. You have every right to yours, but take it under consideration. Thanks a lot for watching. Check in every Wednesday again for another Ryan M. Shade, your therapist video. Take care.